Hello and welcome to Humidors 101. I'm David Livingston with TJ Cigar Lounge in McGregor. Today we're going to talk about humidors. And as you can see, humidors come in varying sizes. A humidor is a box or room in varying sizes designed to promote the proper aging and storage of cigars in a temperature controlled and humidity controlled environment. And the humidors have cedar in them. It's not the aromatic cedar that you put in your sock drawer to keep the bugs away. The cedar that's used in humidors is a Spanish cedar, kiln-dried or Spanish cedar. It's the non-aromatic cedar. They use the cedar because it takes the moisture without molding or warping. It takes the moisture up slowly and then gives it up slowly. Therefore, it maintains a better balance of humidity for your cigars. You don't want the humidity level in your humidor to go up and down wildly, because your cigars, when they take the moisture in, will expand, and when they dry out, they contract. So you're going to do this to your cigars, which will split the wrappers. So you want your humidity to be as consistent as possible, and cedar helps do that. So why do cigars need to be in a humidor? Well, cigars are virgin tobacco. There are no additives, flavors, colors, anything added to them. They will absorb, however, any of the flavors or anything scents that are around them. So guys, don't store your cigars on your wife's vanity where your perfumes are, because they will take up that perfume unless you want to taste it in your cigar. So to keep the cigars away from any other volatile scents or anything like that, you want to put them inside a humidor. Now when you're picking your humidor, remember it is a piece of furniture. It's something that goes with the decor in your house. You can go from the very inexpensive, if you're on a budget, you can go with just a regular cigar box that is at your local tobacconist. Put your humidity supply in there, close it, and you're done. If you want the more expensive ones, you can spend several $1,000s to get the higher ones, or you can spend just a couple $100 or even $50 just for the piece of furniture that actually matches the decor of your house. You also have travel humidors, the plastic or the metal. Again, the outside doesn't matter, it's your choice. As long as it's sealed and has a moisture supply in it, they should be fine. So, humidifying the inside of your humidors. Now the cedar, again, takes the moisture slowly and gives it up slowly. So when you season your humidor, when you get your humidor home and you're going to put initial moisture into it, you want to do it slowly. You don't want to do it fast. And you certainly don't want to put your cigars inside a humidor without it being seasoned. When you humidify a humidor, you humidify three things. You have to humidify the cigar, the air, and the cedar. If you put your cigars into the humidor without first seasoning the humidor, that cedar will draw the moisture out of your cigars. So you want to make sure that the cedar has all the moisture it needs first before you put any cigars in it. So the best way to accomplish that is very simple. You can either get just like a little bowl, put some distilled water, put it in your humidor, close the lid 36 hours, pull it out, put your regular humidification source in there, leave it for 2 days, and you should be ready to go. Now, don't take a sponge or a piece of cloth or something and wipe down the inside. One, that's not efficient, because you're going to get a lot of moisture on one side, no moisture on the other. Sometimes if your humidor isn't sealed the best, you can warp the edges and stuff, so that's not really the efficient way to do it. If you want to do it correctly, do it over several days. So you can use distilled water or propylene glycol. Now, if you get into your humidor every day, every time you open that lid and close it, you have to rehumidify the air in the humidor. So if you get into it every day, I would recommend using distilled water. because you could just refill the humidifier. If you only get into it once a week, once every other week, I recommend using the propylene glycol. Now, certainly use the propylene glycol at any time. The difference is the distilled water will evaporate at its own rate. The propylene glycol will evaporate only if the humidity drops below 72. When it gets above 75, it stops. So you maintain more of that consistent humidity level in your humidor. It also has kind of an antifungal agent, so sometimes it helps with the plume that sometimes develops on cigars if you don't get into your cigar humidor very often. So multiple ways to do it. Of course, you've got the propylene glycol. You can use the Bovita packs. A lot of people use these. They're very simple. Just take them out of this plastic, throw that little bag in there, and you're done. Okay, not a whole lot to it.